to the Speak On It podcast. I am your host, Big Mike. We are in the building. It has been a long week in sports, but we are here to recap it, running a three-man weave. I am not alone. I've got my guys with me, Matt, producer, podcast, Poppy, Breezy in the building. Let's bring them in, and let's get right to work. We got James here, so we go foosball, James would say, very quickly. Let's just get it out the way.
And I'll try to entertain it just a little bit, but yeah, foosball, it's not my thing. Okay, guys, get to it.
It was Victory Monday yesterday. It was Victory Monday for some of us, and not Mike, and not Josh. And I'm surprised Anthony's got a Victory Monday. I'm surprised Anthony has a Victory Monday because they tried to give that game away
by the skin of his teeth.
But it's like we said in the chat, the Raiders declined Josh Jacobs' fifth-year option, and he turned into fucking prime Walter Payton. It just is unbelievable. He had like a 70-yard touchdown run to end the game.
No, 86.
86-yard touchdown run to end the fucking game in overtime.
Sounds like the Patriots punt return.
Well, it's a little bit different because the punt return is literally just a play that happened. Fuck you, James. Fuck you, James. But
James got that.
Don't worry. Patriots lost last week. The Jets win. All is right in the world. And the Jets are Salah looks good for benching Zach because Mike White had himself a fucking game. So we're happy about that.
You better be lucky. And I do not care about the NFL because if I did, you will be hearing beat that ass like a drum because you lost twice.
Hey man,
twice.
Hey man,
not just
good
twice,
thing
James.
You don't care.
14
good
in
thing
a
you
row.
Don't care.
14 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing you don't care, so I don't have to hear it.
14 in a row. Oh shit!
It's great.
14.
It goes back to when you did care.
It's 7 years. It does.
It goes back to when he cares. Yeah.
Wow.
But don't worry, the Titans still haven't beaten a winning football team. All is just right in the world. And all of the things that stay constant just keep going.
I'll tell you one thing on Roz.
Buffalo Bills win.
Roz calls the chat, right? And he's like, the prophecy has been fulfilled. They got their 7 wins. All is good in my book going forward. We can lose every game going forward. And Dylan's like, no, 3 more games. 3 more games. No, we're getting upset here. Like, what the hell is going on here?
I'm not hanging my hat on 7 wins. Like, we already beat the Vegas total of 5.5. Already beat that. It's very difficult to find a team who has a better win than one we have over Buffalo. Like there's a chance. There is a window here to make the playoffs with this team. Again, it's hard to find another team that is beaten, like has a win as good as that. Washington's like the only other team that has that. And now Washington's in a playoff race. Even though Washington should be relegated for how they just refuse, or not even refuse, just to have this ability to not properly honor Sean Taylor at all. At all. They should be just fucking ashamed of themselves.
Incredibly disrespectful.
And shout out to Sean Taylor's daughter for handling everything with just grace. Just be like, after being promised a memorial and you get a mannequin. You get a fucking mannequin for your memorial.
A mannequin.
And she's like, hey, I like the touch of the soccer cleats because he did wear the soccer cleats. And that was something else special to him, blah, blah, blah. Good for you for handling that. But the fucking Commanders and Dan Snyder, piece of shit. Like, they have a statue. They have a fucking statue for Pat Tillman. A fucking statue for Pat Tillman. And we could go in and we could do the whole thing. Like, oh, he fought for the country. He got killed by his own people. And you put a statue out there, and he wasn't even fucking good. But Sean Taylor, who was going to go down if he didn't get killed in his house from armed robbery, was going, not even just a Hall of Famer, he was going to be the greatest safety to ever play the game of football. Like, hands down, was going to be the greatest. Like, right now, Ed Reed is the greatest safety to ever play football. And that's because Sean Taylor didn't get a chance to finish his career.
Mm.
Unbelievable how they just refuse to get this right.
Coulda, shoulda.
And and the crazy thing is, if you go and watch the tape and you go and watch his career, you're like, oh no, absolutely. Because they took him from being a box safety out of Miami to playing free safety, which is not an easy thing to do when you're primarily a run stopper. And he just stopped everything, no matter where you put him. Unbelievable. And they just continue to fuck it up. So Washington, get your shit together, sell the fucking team, Dan Snyder, and properly honor this man. Properly honor this man, because that's bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
And it's not like the fans don't love him. The fans, they love him. And still.
One of my favorite moments in sports to this day is the first game after Sean Taylor's death. They have the 10-man on the defense, leaving Sean Taylor's spot open, and that crowd goes fucking insane. And they take the penalty. Obviously, the other team declines it, and they're all sitting there fucking pumping it up. And the crowd, one of the most, like, I'm getting chills thinking about it. It's one of the most crazy moments I've ever seen in sports, period, for it. And they can't even properly put a memorial in the fucking stadium. A fucking mannequin. Get the fuck out of here. I'm so mad. I was so mad when I saw that. I'm still fucking mad. Unbelievable. Fucking
commies for you.
Commies. For you. Piece of shit.
Commies for you.
Jets?
Yeah,
let's go right into the Jets. Let's go right into the Jets. Because last week we were talking about,
the Bears.
They did beat the Bears. And nobody thought, I don't think there's a team, even if they were healthy, thought the Bears were going to beat the Jets. I've been screaming that since before the schedule came out. I was like, yeah, the Bears aren't beating the Jets. Right? But it just makes me feel good knowing that I got to watch a quarterback play decent football. Like, I'm not saying Mike White was unbelievable, but he was great. He made the throws he needed to make, and Robert Saleh said it perfectly when he said he made the easy look easy. That's all I've needed all season, was the easy to look easy and not be complicated. And the plan apparently is still to have Zach come back at some point in this year, but if Mike White plays consistently the rest of the year the way he's playing, it's incredibly irresponsible as a coaching staff and as an organization to let that happen. You can't do that. We go to Minnesota, who has the 31st ranked, the 31st
Jets, and
going to the 31st ranked passing defense in football. The Bears had a better passing defense than the Vikings, and they picked them apart in the elements. The offense needs to win this game for us coming up, because defense travels. Yes, that's very true. But this is a very complete offense with a running game, with tight ends, with great wide receivers. If we want to win this game, we have to put up points. And the Jets are currently undefeated in the year when they score at least 17. Because the defense always puts the Jets in that situation where 17 is the number. Granted, I don't know if that's going to be the case this week because we're going against Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, fucking TJ Hawkinson, Dalvin Cook. The most complete offense we've faced. But this is also the best defense they've faced since Philly. So I think it could be a really good. Right now, the line is 3.
I mean, Buff's defense is pretty good.
Who?
Buff. The Buffalo Bills.
The Buffalo Bills.
Bills.
Yes, their defense is good, but when you go and look at their rankings for yards allowed, they are 22. So if you take a look at just passing defenses ranked, what the Jets have the easiest road for the rest of the season passing the ball than any team in football, because the teams give up passing yards.
Which seems the only stat you care about.
No, it's not. It's when it comes to our bet with the Titans, it's actually a massive factor because the second team starts scoring touchdowns, your defense is going to drop in rankings. That's why it's very important to have you guys be in the 28th ranked passing defense in football. Because the second your other stuff becomes average, if it ever becomes average, I could very much still be wrong, and I'll be wrong, and that's fine. If that happens, then it's like, okay, now you guys are 24th ranked defense again. But I know what the Jets are and what they aren't, and without a quarterback to just be okay, they don't stand a chance. And what better way to be okay than playing a bunch of bad passing defenses for the rest of the year? That's going to be a massive help, especially when the defense is as good as it is. It's going to be a good game. I like the line at 3. If you would have asked me what the line would have been.
Are the Jets gonna win?
I think so. I really do. I really do. I don't. Okay. After we beat Buffalo,
I do not.
I know you don't, but you also didn't think the Jets would win more than 5 games, and here we are. The Jets have the same record as the Titans. And
worst nightmare. Mike's worst nightmare.
If you want to be for real here, if the Jets were in the AFC South, the Jets would be in first place because we've beaten the teams you haven't.
Which team?
The Bills. And right now, that's the only common opponent. And you lost to the other common opponent we have, which we lost to as well. But if we were in the AFC South, we would be in first place. It's just the Jets play in an actual good division, and the Titans do not.
Mm-hmm. Which is fine. The Titans are still better than the Jets. They're still better.
How many winning football teams have you beaten this year? Or are you going to continue to beat up on bad football teams?
The play was in front of you, though.
It's better.
Hey, but that stuff matters when it gets to the playoffs, because when you get to the playoffs, all you play is winning football teams. That's all you play.
And we'll see what the Jets do at that time too.
Hey, we'll see. Who knows? Maybe the Colts will.
You're clutching that Buffalo win tight. You're clutching that Buffalo win tight.
Hey, man, when you compare teams, you can only compare them versus like-minded opponents, right? And last time I checked, when you guys played fucking Buffalo, you got the doors blown off. You got your doors blown off so bad, they benched Tannehill to put in Malik Willis. That did happen. He got benched. All your starters got benched. Benched. Oh, everybody. They all played terrible. They got benched. Meanwhile, my Jets defense had Josh Allen look like fucking Davis Mills. Oh, yeah. Good luck stopping Philly from getting like Josh 400 Allen yards.
Torn ligament in his elbow.
You know that happened at the end of the game, the last play of the game.
We're what you think they are. If we're what
Philly has good luck getting.
We'll be lucky to keep Philly under 50.
You might be. You might be. You guys haven't faced a team with an offensive line like Philly. Like, that's crazy. Philly's a complete team, man. Whatever the line is, I'm doubling it in that game because Philly's got wide receivers. Philly's got an offensive line.
Because we stink.
Against Philly is a terrible matchup for you guys. What's the line? Let me see what the betting line is currently.
We stink.
This is the worst matchup for you.
Just know, we stink. We stink.
So if you lose, are you going to come on here and say you stink? Because that's what I'll be saying.
No, we're not. We're not supposed to win this game. We'll be lucky to get 50.
Oh, so we have an excuse. We already have a built-in excuse.
We'll be
I love
lucky to
it.
keep them under 50. We stink.
The line is 5.5. I'll take 11. I'll take minus 11.
We stink.
Hey man, this
Mike,
podcast is full
Mike,
of
do me a favor.
excuses and no accountability.
Mike, stop getting emotional. Because you're getting emotional again.
I stink.
You took it personal, and you're letting your feelings get in the way of facts. It's okay.
This podcast is full of
facts,
full of emotions,
yet
no accountability.
Yet we're the 3 seed in the AFC. We're the 3 right now, but we stink.
How many winning teams are in your division that can affect your seeding?
3 seed.
You have no winning
3
teams
seed.
in your division that can affect your seeding. You're always going to win your division because the rest of your teams are bad.
We don't play our division 7.
Yeah, but your division can't win football games outside of anything. You have a team with 1 win in your division. And then you have another team with 3 wins in your division. And then another team with 5 wins in your division. Two teams in your division with a tie. So when they're not losing games, they're also not winning games. So again, why how am I supposed to look at the division?
We're not going to win the division.
I did say that, and I will take that back because I did not anticipate the Colts' inability to coach adults and play just coach decent football. That's on me. I should have known that the coaching in Indianapolis is dog shit. So, my bad. I'll hold that L, Michael. I will absolutely hold that L.
Please.
But, again, your division's dog shit, and they can't win football games outside of the division. Anything, really. So, when you play in a division where all of the teams have a winning record, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know. Because right now, the 2 hardest divisions in football are the AFC East and the NFC East. And the 2 worst divisions of football are the AFC South and the NFC South.
Good.
But again, we beat winning football teams. You guys don't.
Because your division is good.
No, but it makes us good because we're winning football games against teams that win.
What team besides Buffalo? What team?
What team have you beaten that has a winning record?
What team?
Because at least I have Buffalo. At least I have Buffalo. What do you have?
You have
James. Did Mike mute his mic when I asked that question? Did he mute his mic? I can't hear him because he's not answering. You're not answering my question.
And you don't is one
we
game.
Do a
That's
podcast
what you're telling me.
with a bunch of people who don't answer questions.
Wow.
You don't answer questions.
I asked you what team other than
I'm still waiting
Buffalo
for my original answer.
Your team.
We have Buffalo. Who do you have?
We don't have any.
Thank you. And what was the score of that game that you played against Buffalo?
I don't remember. I know
you don't remember. How convenient. You don't remember. Don't worry. I'll go and find that out for you, sir. I will absolutely do that for you. I know what my score of the Buffalo game was. Mine was 20-17 in a win. Oh, my computer's going crazy. Hold on. Whoa.
So again, we're marking your best game of the season against our worst game of the season, and because of that, you're better. And we stink.
I'm
Not
sorry.
even
I'm
just
sorry.
that you're better. We stink. We stink.
When you lose 41-7 to a like opponent, yes. Yes. And when you don't win
I would love to
football
see
games against
Kansas
winning
City.
teams.
I would love to see y'all play Kansas City. Would love to see you play Kansas City.
I mean, based on what you guys did, we beat them too.
So then you guys are the best team in football. That's what you're telling me.
Never said that. You are. You're
So
putting
you
words
would
in my
beat
mouth.
Kansas City, who has the best record in the AFC, but you're not going to say that you're the best team.
We already beat a team. The Bills were the best team in the AFC when we beat them. Now they're not because they lost.
Team in the AFC?
Why am I not the best team in the AFC? Because I lost to the Patriots twice.
So why are you not?
I don't hear you, Michael. That's not even me being facetious. You
I didn't say anything.
You glitched out.
Yeah, what'd you say?
Didn't say anything. I let the silence ring volumes.
No, we didn't hear you. That's why I was like, I answered your question when you asked it. Why aren't you the number one seed in the AFC, Michael?
No, because we lost to Buffalo and Kansas City.
And keep naming the winning teams you guys lost to.
The Giants and the Bengals. Those are our four.
Listen, Mike. It's okay. It's all right. Let me know when you're done being emotional, and then we can move on.
This game that you play where you praise the Jets and won't say the Jets are good, so that you have a cushion.
No, when have I not said the Jets aren't good? I said the Jets going to the playoffs. When have I not said that? The Jets are a good football team, and the Jets are going to the playoffs. I have said this on this pod. I have stamped it, and I say it every week. Even with Zach Wilson, I thought we were going to win football games. That's how good this Jets team is. And you saw with Mike fucking White come in and us win football game. And hopefully it continues. I would love to see it continue. But regardless, I still think there's 3 more wins on this schedule. Regardless. But Mike, don't be surprised if the Titans have the same record as the Jets or have a worse record than the Jets, especially with the teams you still have to play. But don't worry, we have a Hulk, and that'll win you every game, just like it did you against the Bengals when he had, 38 yards? And they're a bad running defense.
You do have a Hulk.
And they're a bad running defense.
But they played good that day, didn't they?
They did. They always play good against you guys.
Stats and actually go and actually go.
And that's because the Bengals own you guys.
It's
because the Bengals own you guys.
Amazing. They've won 2 games in a row, Dylan.
The last 3 games.
2 games in a row.
The last 3 games they've played.
That's
owned.
It's not 14.
Owned. And they've beaten you in games that matter.
Owning.
They beat you in the playoffs last year. Had you completely forgetting who your quarterback was, you were throwing Ryan Tannehill out to dry last year in the playoffs. And here they go again without their 2 number 1 options on offense, coming in there and beating that ass like a drum.
It must be nice to have a winning team for one. You can talk all, but you're going to have to come see us because you know why? We're the 3 seed, not you.
Right now. You are the 3 seed right now. Don't worry. It will continue to drop when you hit Philly and you hit Dallas.
Mike, were you guys the 1 seed last week?
And there are
Last
only
week?
2 games that you. No, we were technically the 3 seed. Miami hasn't played. Miami has a weird schedule, so Miami technically over us.
Miami was beating the shit out of teams in their division, helping them create more of a gap because the teams in that division can't win shit.
I can't wait for January.
Defend it. Defend
I know I'll be
yourself,
there.
Mike.
How can he defend himself? The division's bad.
They
separate themselves because the division can't win football
that I
games,
want,
James.
and all he's gonna say is your division's bad. Has nothing to do with us. All he's
It
gonna
does
say
have
is
something to do with you.
bad. Okay,
It's not my fault you're ignoring what I'm saying.
All right.
It's not my fault you're ignoring what I'm saying.
The division's nothing to do.
Yes, it does, because if the division could win football games, there is a smaller gap.
Tampa's division's
bad too, but that whole division sucks. That whole division sucks. Even the team that's in first place stinks.
But what does that have to do? What does that have to do with Tampa playing bad? None of that. Tampa should be running away with that division because they're better.
Tampa's playing bad. The rest of the team is playing bad. The rest of the division is playing bad. The problem is, if the rest of the division could just win football games, Tampa's not in first place. That's what the division has to deal with it. You guys could beat whoever's in front of you, yes. The reason why your division matters is because the rest of your division has to win games. And again, your division cannot win games. They lose games. And then if they don't lose a game or win a game, they tie. That's how bad your division is. If the Colts were competent, they would be right there nipping on your heels. And guess what? The Colts are still in the race for the playoffs. That's what's crazy. Your division's bad, and a losing team is still in the running for a playoffs. Mm-hmm. And you keep fucking around, you're gonna find out. Because watch, all it takes is a couple bad games, and you guys are done. The Colts? Did I pick them at the beginning of the season?
Going to win?
Did I pick them at the beginning of the season?
I'm asking you right now. Are they going to?
Did I pick the Colts to win the division at the beginning of the season? Yes or no? The answer is yes, Michael. And since I picked them, I will stand on it. So don't fuck around and lose to the Cowboys, Eagles, and Chargers. And fuck it. Anthony said Trevor Lawrence arrived. You still got to play them twice, too. Don't fuck around and find out.
The Jaguars were better than us, too. You absolutely said the Jaguars were better than us.
I did say that. That's just to piss you off. Because you get whenever you get in this mode where I talk about the Titans, I get under your skin and I love it. I absolutely love it. It gets you all riled up and it gets you all emotional. It's great.
We'll sit here, hashtag Titan Tape. Hashtag Titan Tape.
I don't hate the Titans. I don't. Derrick Henry's one of my favorite players of all time.
Clearly do.
No, absolutely not.
Clearly do.
I just do it to ruffle your feathers. And clearly it's working.
Hashtag Titans Tape. But in January, we'll see if the Jets make it. We'll see.
We'll be there. We will be there. The question is, where will you be?
I don't hear that we're playing with it because that's your starting quarterback. We're going to outside chance at the 2 seed. Actually,
you didn't say anything.
Get the 2 seed. I said the 3 or the 4 seed, and we still have a chance at the 2 seed.
There's still a world where the Jets can win the division. That's what's crazy. The Jets can still win the division. The Jets are a Miami Dolphins loss away from being first place in the division. Yeah, think about that. The Jets are a loss away from being last place in the division. but are the Dolphins' loss away from being first place. That's what it's like playing in a competitive division. Your seeding matters because everybody in your division wins games. It's not like this handed to first place that you guys get every year.
Until they don't.
It's not like this fucking participation award that you guys get for being a competent football team. Imagine getting an honor roll for being in a slow class.
Until they don't.
You keep bringing home those gold stars for participation, like. Hey, you guys showed up to fucking work today. Gold star.
We'll be around in January.
Hey, man. I'm very confident in if the Jets have to play the Titans. Very confident. Roz is a negative Nancy and hates everybody that the Jets would have to potentially play. Everybody. If the Jets are playing anybody, yeah, we're not winning that game. We're not winning that game. No, we match up well. Roz likes to think our rushing defense stinks. We have top 12 rushing defense in football? Top 10? The problem is teams can't pass. If teams were smart, they would try to run the ball more, but then they fuck around and find out that the Jets' rushing defense isn't as bad as people think it is. But again, top half of the league in rushing defense.
We'll find out this week.
This is the most complete offensive team we've played. That's what I'm saying. The offense is going to have to win us this game. I don't think the defense is going to give up fucking 40 points.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't think the offense is going to give up the defense is going to give up 40 points. But the offense has to do something. Again, competent quarterback play wins. What's the Titans' road to victory?
Wide receiver.
Oh no, I think again, our wide receiver core is significantly better than this fucking Vikings cornerback room. Significantly better. That's why competent quarterback play wins this game. Mike, go look at my wide receivers' numbers. Go look at their separation stats. Go look at them. The problem is Zach Wilson's a fucking idiot and couldn't get them the football. My wide receiving core is better. Let's bring it back to the Titans. My wide receiving core is significantly better than your wide receiving core. Significantly better. I have 4 wide receivers on my roster who are better than your number 1 wide receiver. You don't have that
built-in excuse.
I don't need the built-in excuse. I don't need the built-in excuse, Mike. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't need it, and I don't want it. Because you're of this mindset that because you see fucking Robert Woods, the ghost of Robert Woods, playing football fucking 10 years ago, that now that he's on the Titans, that means he's a good wide receiver. He's not a good wide receiver. He doesn't get open. Treylon Burks had one good game. One good game in his career. And then he falls on a fucking Derrick Henry fumble in the end zone. And gets a touchdown. Like, what are we doing here? Every Jet wide receiver that has caught a ball this year has been better than every fucking Titans wide receiver. So, yes, the Jets wide receiver is a really good receiver room. Go show me a game besides the Packers game where Treylon Burks was good.
You realize
because I will call you a liar.
Treylon Burks has missed half season, right?
That's what I said. A game that he has played. Because I've watched a lot of the games he's played. I've watched actually all the games he's played. And he's had one good game. One good game. One. Couldn't repeat it.
Yet you're ready to crown Garrett Wilson king of New York.
Oh, because I see consistency?
He's him.
Because I see consistency.
Because he's him. That's what you said. He's him.
He is him. Go look at the numbers and tell me he's not him.
But you know who's...
Go look at the numbers.
You know He's not him. He's not him.
Go look at the numbers and tell me he's not him. Go look at the numbers and tell me he's not him.
He's not him.
Garrett Wilson is the first rookie wide receiver to have multiple touchdown games.
That guy that you're playing this week on the other side. That's who him is.
I will not argue that. Justin Jefferson is him. But Garrett Wilson is more him than anybody that you have in your wide receiving core. And that's a fact. You know who else is him? More him than anybody in your wide receiving core? Corey Davis. He is also more him than anybody else in your wide receiving core.
Yeah.
Elijah Moore, also more him than anybody in your wide receiving core. And Elijah Moore has caught his first touchdown on the season on Sunday, and I think still has more receiving yards than Robert Woods does. That's what's ridiculous. And we've had 3 different quarterbacks play. 3. So I don't want to hear none of that stupid shit that you're speaking about. Fucking Treylon Burks missed half the fucking year. Nah. One good game. Garrett Wilson's second game over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Garrett Wilson has multiple 2-touchdown games, multiple 100-yard games, multiple 5-catch-plus games. Name me a wide receiver on your team that has that. I will wait. Because you cannot tell me.
Garrett Wilson is over. He's pretty good for a rookie. It's pretty good. The problem is you're hyping him like he's a top 10 receiver in this league. He is not.
How? I'm comparing him to the Titans receivers. That's what I'm doing. I'm comparing him to the Titans receivers. Because remember when you said, you know who's him? Justin Jefferson? Remember? No, I'm comparing the same offense, actually. Because guess what offense that you guys run?
2 different offenses.
No, they are not. They are not 2 different offenses. The only difference
the Jets
is
throw
Derrick
the ball
Henry
more than the Titans throw the ball.
Really?
You know the Jets throw the ball.
Really?
More than
Are
the
you
Titans throw the ball.
Mike? How many times a game do the Titans throw the ball?
20 times, 20 to 25 times.
Do you know how many times the Jets threw the ball this week? 28.
31,
the Jets,
was the number
28 times. 28 times.
So 28. James, is my math. Is 28 more than 20? Is 28 more than 25?
You said
last time I checked, it was.
They run the same.
I don't know. Maybe it's me.
Do you know what system the Titans fucking run, Mike? They run the fucking Kyle Shanahan offense.
Are you going to sit here and tell me?
Yes, I'm sitting here and telling you what offense.
The Jets do not throw the ball more than the Titans do?
I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to show you exactly that they run the same type of offense. They are a balanced offense between their passing and their running. Mike, you clearly are uneducated on the offense that your team runs. Your team runs the same.
I asked you who throws the ball more. I asked you. Not kind of who throws the ball more. The Jets throw more than the Titans.
Actually, let's go this week. Ryan Tannehill threw the ball 34 times to Mike White's 28. All right, let's go to the week beforehand. Let's go, Mike, since you want to be a smart ass and be wrong. Let's go to the fucking Packers and the Titans game. Let's go to player stats here. Ryan Tannehill, 27 times. Zach Wilson, 22 times. Let's go again. Let's go again, Mike. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's go. Oh, the Broncos game, 36 times. 36 times. Let's go. Let's go to the Jets. Let's go to the Jets. Let's go. My computer's freezing. The fuck's going on? Okay. Let's go to the Jets.
This is entertaining, guys.
Because Mike's wrong. And he really believes everything that's coming out of his mouth when he's fucking wrong. Zach Wilson against the Bills. 25 times. 25 times. All right, let's go back to the Titans.
Yeah, Mike was.
Look at Mike just being wrong as fuck. Look at Mike being wrong as fuck. Wow. Wow, let's go to the Chiefs game. Oh, the Chiefs game we may have a little different because we have Malik Willis playing because he only threw the ball 16 times. But let's go to the Jets. Let's go to the Jets before that. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, Mike. Oh, Mike.
A lot of shake, but no numbers coming out.
No, it's 20. So, okay, when we get to Malik Willis, who they were scared to throw the ball, Zach Wilson does throw the ball more than Malik Willis. I'm sorry. So we'll go from protecting the quarterback. Let's go back to when you're starting offense plays. Let's wait till Malik Willis is done playing football. So let's skip the Chiefs game because he threw 16 times in that game.
Let's skip games now.
No, I'm sorry. When Malik Willis plays, they throw the ball 10 times. My bad. So far, every game Ryan Tannehill plays, they throw the football more than the Jets. So please, look at that. We got 20 times against the Colts. Let's go to... Every time I hit back, it fucking kicks me out completely. I can't get it to the way I have the Jets fucking schedule. I mean, the Titans schedule.
You have 2 tabs?
I have multiple tabs open. It's just with the Jets, they kick me out completely. So the Jets have outthrown the Titans
22
on
times.
3 games. 3 games, the Jets have thrown more than the Titans. 3 games, Michael. So please tell me again on how the fucking the Jets throw more than the Titans do. Tell me more. Because guess what? Your offense is the same offense my team runs. They are both the Shanahan offense. That is the offenses that our teams run because everybody who calls plays for your team have worked with guys who play call for my team that also play called for the Falcons and the Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. They all come from the same coaching tree, Michael. So please, next time you come for the King's neck, you best not miss. You best not miss.
I like that wire reference.
You really thought you had something.
The Jets still throw the ball. What?
They do? The only games you guys did not throw more is the games Malik Willis played. Three different quarterbacks have played for the Jets. 3 different quarterbacks have played for the Jets. And on 3 different games, the Jets have thrown more than the Titans. 2 of which were games Malik Willis started, and 1 was a game that Ryan Tannehill threw the ball 20 times. That's it.
Ryan Tannehill has thrown the ball 21 times, 25 times. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 games where he's done 25 or less. Like I said.
Mike, I just went and read you off the stats.
Games where he threw it 27. I'm looking at it right now.
What games are you looking at then? What games are you looking at that I did not see?
Ryan Tannehill's stat lines. I'm looking at Ryan Tannehill's stat line right now. He has played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's played 9 games. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those 9 games, he's 7 over. In 5 of those games, it's been 25 or fewer. The ball, do not tell me what my team does. I know what my team does.
You clearly don't.
We're just arguing. James, did I say that he throws 25 times? Did I say that, or did I not say that? Because I know I
Said what?
could have sworn that that's the case.
What'd you say?
That he throws the ball 20 to 25 times. That Ryan Tannehill throws the ball 20 to 25 times.
But then I proceeded to tell you he does not throw the ball 20 to 25 times. Because, in fact, he does not.
That in more than half the games he's played this year, he has thrown the ball twice.
And it still was only 3 games the Jets have thrown more times than the Titans did. See, this argument works better when we're not breaking up.
The Jets less than I did. But the fact remains, my initial statement that I said about how much teams throw the ball is correct.
You're saying that you throw significantly less than the Jets do, and that's not true. It's not true at all.
I just said that I understated how much the Jets throw the ball. You can have.
Well, I don't know. I didn't know you said that. I didn't know you said that because you were breaking up. But this is hard.
I know.
This is riveting.
I concede that the Jets throw the ball less than I thought.
Yeah, you think we throw the ball 40 times a game. That's not how that works. But again, that's what happens when you don't know something, and I do. That's the only thing. That's what happens.
But again, because I know how much the Titans throw the ball, and clearly you do.
I never argued that the Titans don't throw the ball 20 to 25 times. I was arguing that they throw more than you think they throw. And guess what? The last couple games I saw, we have 44 times, we have 36 times.
They do
Mike,
not.
You clearly didn't see that they threw the ball a ton the last 3 weeks. Because I don't know what you're seeing.
And that is, and the numbers are right here, Dylan. That is an outlier.
3 games an outlier?
The most he's thrown all season in two of the last 3 games. What about those? That's just a blip. The rest of the season's a blip because of what he did in 2 of the last 3 weeks.
No, I'm just saying that the teams run the same offense. That's what I'm telling you. They run the same system, Mike. The only difference is you have Derrick Henry. And I'd be an idiot if I didn't hand the ball off a little more. If I had Derrick Henry too. But you guys do throw the ball more than you think you throw the ball. I'm sorry, against bad teams, you don't throw the ball. You run the ball more and you get out of the fucking game. My bad.
It sounds like you're qualifying your argument.
No, that's not my argument. That was never my argument. I'm just saying we run, you're trying to fight me saying we don't run the same offense, and we do run the same offense. Again, the only difference is you have a Hulk, like you like to say, and we don't. But again, the schemes, the zone blocking, the running lanes, the passing game, all that is the same. Because it's from the same system. It is the same system. But you like to say that everybody copies the Titans. The Titans are copying the Niners. And so on and so forth. Because it all comes from that the Ryan Shanahan system.
Everyone is the Titans in our division anyway.
No, because you're all copying the same system that's been implemented in the NFL since the fucking mid-90s. The same system that fucking Shannon Sharp won Super Bowls in. That system. The same system that got RG3 a Rookie of the Year. That system. The same system that made Rat Ryan an MVP. That system.
Dylan, I'm not saying that Tennessee invented. I'm saying we are the ones that run it. No one runs it. Everyone wants to be the Chiefs. We are the outliers in the league.
No, you're
Because
not. There's
we
4
run this
different teams
system.
I could tell you that run the system. It's just, again, you guys have Derrick Henry.
There's 32 in the league. There's 32 teams in the league.
There are. And there are teams that do the same thing that you guys do, because it's all the same teams that run that same system that do the same thing. There's more than one team that runs that system. That's how I know.
And we run it better than anyone else.
Because you have Derrick Henry. Absolutely. But guess what? The Jets also run that same system. The only difference is we don't have Derrick Henry.
And so do the Colts trying to be us.
No. See, that's where you can't do that, Mike. You can't do that. The Jaguars don't run that system. The Jaguars don't run that system.
So the
Jaguars run.
The Colts aren't built. Are the Colts built? The Colts are not built.
No, they're not. They have better wide receivers. The problem is they have better wide receivers. They try to throw the ball. They don't try to fucking do the Colts, same thing you guys do.
Dylan, I'm telling you, are built just like we are. The problem is they are not as good as we are.
Because they don't run the same system you run.
To be just
because you have a good running back and you try to, and you're not good at using that running back, doesn't mean they're trying to do the same thing.
They are built the same way. They went from a passing team with Andrew Luck to a running team without Andrew Luck. And when they started to build like a running team,
since they've had Luck.
Team like Tennessee is built. Like they have a rack that is a copy of our running back.
They don't have they're not the same running back.
They're deep.
It's not the same running back. And their defense is built different than yours. No, I never said he wasn't a good running back. I said he's not the same as Derrick Henry. He's a different running back. He's a more versatile running back in the pass game than Derrick Henry is.
Is he a power back? Is he a power back? Is he a power back?
He's definitely is power.
I don't care,
but he could do more.
I don't care if he can catch.
No, he's one of them hybrids. He's one of them hybrids.
Power back. When he runs the ball,
was Todd Gurley a power back?
Like a power back.
Was Todd Gurley a power back?
They ran him like a power back.
No, yes, I'm asking. But is it? Like no, there's a difference. Back. Is he a power back, or is that how they use him?
He's a hybrid.
But
Derrick Henry
is a power back.
They hybrid though.
They don't use Derrick Henry in this passing game the way they use Jonathan Taylor. They don't. Derrick Henry is running way more routes in the middle of the field than Derrick Henry is. Jonathan Taylor is.
Is that Derrick Henry's fault?
Yes, actually. There's a reason they don't do that. I like to play this joke that says Derrick Henry's the best pass-catching running back in football, and that's because when he catches a swing or a screen, he's fucking gone. He's absolutely fucking gone. He get 1,000,000 yards on those. But he's not running fucking Texas routes in the middle of the field, Mike, because he doesn't have the hands to do that. That's what separates him from Jonathan Taylor just a little bit. The problem is when you go get the good running back and they switch up how they run their team, it's because they're doing the thing you do with a bad quarterback and you try to hide the bad quarterback because since they've had Andrew Luck, they've had nothing but bad quarterbacks, which you would agree.
They've had nothing but bad quarterbacks since Andrew Luck left.
Exactly. Yes. That's why they run the system that they run. Okay, but like here's the secret with the Ryan Shanahan system. It's a system that's designed to disguise quarterbacks, whether they're good or not. That's why you haven't seen super talented quarterbacks flourish in that system. all the quarterbacks that flourish that system are like average quarterbacks.
Hi guys.
It's a running offense. It's predicated.
Yeah, it's a running and
run.
play action offense. It's predicated on the run and not doing too much as the quarterback. It's hitting the easy reads. It's hitting play action guys and deep crosses, short routes at the line of scrimmage, etc. That's why it's infuriating that Zach Wilson stinks in it. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Let's move on. We've been here too long.
Oh, don't stop on my accord.
Oh, now Mike's trying to go into something else that he can talk shit about.
No. Mike, presented by Mike Ortiz, Cross County Mortgage. Because if Mike you've been here for the last 5 weeks, all Dylan's been saying is hottest team in the galaxy. Hottest team in the galaxy. Well, that hottest team in the fucking galaxy ran into the real hottest team in the galaxy.
You're not the hottest team in the galaxy.
Got that ass beat like a drum.
I mean, if I blame that game on Jeff Saturday. Jeff Saturday robbed me of getting another touchdown out of Jonathan Taylor. Absolutely robbed me. It was it was close for a while, but you know what sucks? When your players when Tua can't hit a fucking anything in the end zone. He almost throws 3 interceptions and then they have to run the ball in. Fucking Tua disappointed me this week, as did ETN. ETN was ready to go back and they didn't put him back in the game. That shit hurt. That shit absolutely hurt. But it is what it is. The real hottest team in the galaxy is fucking Blackheart. Blackheart's on a 5-game win streak.
Dylan caught an L.
I did catch
Anthony
an L.
Caught an L.
Did you see Anthony's percentage drop?
Yes, Anthony's percentage to make the playoffs is 18%. 18% for Anthony.
And he plays me this week.
It is not going to happen.
He plays me this week.
A de facto playoff game. It is a de facto playoff game.
And what's crazy is
because the loser of that game is going to be
out. What's crazy is my 2 starting quarterbacks in Tua and Joe Burrow play very hard defense this week, or hard games this week in Kansas City and San Fran. But I did a sneaky thing and I picked up Deshaun Watson a couple weeks ago. And he's playing Houston. So who knows? Because that game is going to be something special in the revenge game. But there's going to be other people there, 10 of them to be exact, who are also there for the revenge game. So, man. And Anthony's he said, Dylan, don't play Watson. I may have to play Watson. I may be forced to play Watson. And the fact that DeAndre Hopkins has a bye week this late in the season is criminal. It's fucking criminal.
It is.
It's unbelievable.
After making us wait 6 weeks and 9 week, criminal.
It's fucking criminal. I hate it. It's so stupid. Let me put DeAndre Swift in really quick. I'm adjusting my lamps right now. I may not play Jonathan Taylor against the fucking Cowboys. Yeah, I'm not playing Jonathan Taylor. I'm putting DeAndre Swift in this game.
Shout out to Derek Carr for getting me over the top too. Shout out.
I was very much so hoping Derek Carr threw some more interceptions, or just kept handing the ball off. That was something I was very hopeful for. No, Derek Carr played a good game. You would have had more points if you didn't throw those interceptions.
I would have. It's funny, but the rest of my Derek Carr. Because I'm not playing Zach Wilson again because he's not going to start. And Aaron Rodgers looks like he's washed. So,
yeah, you look like a guy who could have used Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to play spoiler. I did it so Anthony couldn't get him.
What?
That was my main thing.
I would have liked for Anthony to get him just so he can bench Kirk Cousins and play Watson and watch him play like shit.
I mean, Kirk Cousins
Would
isn't
have been the
again.
justice we all
This
deserved.
is a good defense. Like, say what you want. This is a good defense, so we'll see. Because I really don't know how that game's gonna go. I really have no idea. But I do know I'm sticking with the Jets defense. They get turnovers and sacks.
In first place. That's all I know. It feels good to be in first place.
The only thing I didn't want Anthony to win, but I also didn't want my brother to win. So I was in a very lose-lose situation there. Where it fucking pisses me.
Your brother?
Yeah.
Now.
My brother's a piece of shit. I need him to lose.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that piece of shit.
Yes, you need him. You need
I
him
absolutely hate. Who's he playing? Hold on, let me see the schedule. Where's your mom's bush? Where's he? There he is. Nice. Oh my god, he's got fucking Mario, and then he's got Blackheart.
You need Mario to pull out the shocker of the season.
Oh, he better put Dak Prescott in. Oh no, Justin Fields with the Bears. Oh, I don't know. Who knows? I'm pulling for you, Mario. Beat that piece of shit, Steven. Dickhead. I hope you're watching it. You fucking bitch. You filthy bitch. You stupid dirty bitch.
And with that, this week's Fantasy Focus has been brought to you by Mike Ortiz and Cross County Mortgage.
My brother and I's relationship is something special. All we do is talk shit.
Clearly. Well, it's time for basketball. And I feel like we should just jump right into it. I think Kevin Durant is still scoring on Orlando. I think he just scored again.
Kevin Durant they tried very hard to play defense on Kevin Durant, and he said no. He just said no, you're not. You can't. It just seems like the Nets, when it comes to Orlando, the Nets just having like players score over 40 every time they play. It's death taxes. Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving is hitting 40, and Kevin Durant again 45 on 79.2% is absolutely ridiculous. He just didn't miss, and kudos to Orlando for fucking trying. For fucking trying. And I was a big fan of Paolo coming into the draft, and he did that thing I like where he fights over a screen to stay with the defender and doesn't do the auto switch. And a shout out to Mike for calling that out to me, because man, do I hate that fucking thing. I hate the auto switch more than anything in the world. Just ice up and play defense.
He was fighting it and get him off of KD, which was interesting because, KD at that point was Super Saiyan 2 at that point. But, I mean, they just they didn't want him on him. And I didn't realize how big he is.
Oh, yeah, Paolo and KD are like right around
almost height as KD.
Yeah, he's 6'10", and he's like got good 15 pounds on him. He got about 15, 20 pounds on KD, so he can stay there.
Like that kid can run the league. That
Paulo's good,
kid's
man.
gonna run the league. Giannis
Paulo's
better
gonna be
be
awesome.
careful.
Yeah,
Another
Paolo
great
reminds me
Kiki.
a lot of Ben. A lot of Ben when he came
Another
out.
great.
There's a lot of Ben Simmons and Paolo Banchero,
Shout
but
out
with
to
a better
Ben Simmons.
offensive game than Ben has, scoring the ball. But his ability to play defense, and I think Paolo could absolutely be an all NBA defender with his athleticism and skill set. I think he's already averaging 24. Like, what more can you ask from a rookie coming in? Like, you can't ask for more besides like their team to be healthy and for you to win games. And then they're having this emergence of Bol, who was hidden away in Denver.
Who came down the
Man,
court and hit a pull-up three.
Bol was
Step
Victor
back.
Wembanyama before Victor Wembanyama.
Step back pull up three.
Yeah, Bol in high school and at Oregon was a monster, a 7'2" absolute monster, because he was out here doing tween dribbles into a fucking sidestep three. Like, people forgot about Bol. He was always hurt, and then again, he couldn't find a place on that Denver team, which Denver could have absolutely used that size and length athleticism there. Could have been really helpful. But
I don't think he fit.
He didn't fit them. I think his upside defensively would have been excellent there. Excellent. But they couldn't figure out a way to get him on the fucking court.
Mm-hmm.
And Orlando does this thing where they literally have 7-footers throughout their lineup, and then Jalen Suggs. Literally, Franz Wagner's like 6'11", Paulo 6'10", Bol's fucking 7'2", then you got Mo Bamba, who's 7 feet tall. And then Jalen Suggs is 6'4". Like, that's the league. That's the future of the league. I said it last season. I'm saying it now. There's going to be nothing but 6'10" guys in starting lineups, all with crazy athleticism, crazy ball handling, and can fucking shoot lights out. That's all the league's going to be.
Then you're going to have your super quick point guards. That's going to be the whole league.
Mm-hmm. Pretty soon you're going to be 6'3" and you're not going to be able to play in the league. You're just going to play yourself out of basketball. Because everybody can just stay with you because of length. The 2-3 zone is going to be a killer because you're just going to hold hands. Everybody's just connected, holding hands, and they're just going to block shots. It's like, oh yeah, ball movement and 3-point shooting fucking kill zones. Yeah, not when everybody's fucking 7 feet tall. And they could close out just by jumping up. Make the court bigger.
I will. They might do that. They're definitely talking about that.
They're gonna need to
Which
make it wider.
I don't know how I feel about it, but
make it wider.
Make it wider, yeah.
You're gonna have to with all this fucking length and size.
Excuse me. I don't know yet. We'll see. I don't think the game's at that point yet.
No, we're probably good like 7 years away before you start seeing it. Bunch of Evan Mobleys on every team. And then we're gonna end up reverting 10 years later to, hey, here's this one 7'2" guy who's 300 pounds and has this crazy dominance. And then it's just gonna revert back to fucking 1980s basketball.
Mm-hmm. Joel Embiid of the world still
they got to find their way, and everybody who's 7 feet tall is now trying to be a point guard. It's Steph Curry. It's the Steph Curry syndrome. All the bigs want to be Steph Curry now. When you have Victor Wembanyama fucking shooting 1-footed 3-point floaters over guys, like, what are you supposed to do about that? What are you supposed to do about that? The kid's nasty.
Hands up, I guess.
Doesn't matter. He's 7'4". It doesn't fucking matter.
Man. Victor Wembanyama. Listen, who do you think is in the who do you think is gonna be in the sweepstakes to get that kid?
You put Utah on there. Utah's now going
Detroit.
back to the tank. Utah's going back to the
Detroit.
tank. James, remember when me and you were like, "Yeah, Utah's gonna
I
eventually
don't
fall
know. I
out."
still.
Nah,
Me and
they're
James
now
are
in
sitting there like,
eighth
"Yeah, I believe
place.
Utah's gonna figure it's gonna figure itself back out to the bottom." And
Yeah.
Mike's like, "Nope, they got it. Nope, they went from being the number 1 seed in the West to like the 10th seed in the West since last show."
They're the 8th seed right now.
They're the eighth seed.
Hey man,